I arrived in China this summer through the Beijing Capital International Airport, the second busiest in the world, with annual arrivals of over 60 million passengers, against 5,000 scheduled flights to over 157 countries across the globe. You are ushered into Beijing by trams that shuttle commuters across the capital.
I'm very glad that you come here today. Because I sincerely hope that you can see a lot here.
With China turning out as the second largest economy in the world today, Beijing is home to the headquarters of the largest state-owned companies, as well as foreign or multinational firms. The city of Beijing has a long history, as this old-century construction of the imperial residence of the Forbidden City from 1406 to 1420 can attest. This period is also credited with several other of the modern city's major attractions, such as the Temple of Heaven and the historical Tiananmen Square. And it's believed that Beijing was the largest city in the world for most of the 15th, 16th, 17th and 18th centuries.
In the ancient China, the royal family lived in this part, and today it's a museum where China exhibits the ancient Chinese stuff in this part.
Today, the Tiananmen Square is host to the mausoleum of the final resting place of Mao Zedong, the chairman of the Communist Party of China, from 1943 until his death in 1976. It is recorded that 700,000 people from different provinces, autonomous regions and nationalities were involved in the design and construction of the mausoleum, opened on the 20th September 1977. Thousands of tourists continue to visit this square each day. However, Beijing is indeed well planned, and this complex, the Beijing Planning Exhibition Hall, is the nation's major planning center. It presents the traffic outlay, residential formations, eco-friendly parks, state departments, leisure and hospitality units of this imposing city, fitting in the anticipated tests for the generations ahead.
Here is a city moat with 3,428 kilometers long and 52 meters deep.
The vision here is set for the year 2049, the 100-year anniversary of the Communist Party, with hope of injecting idealistic thinking into today's architectural discourse. High-end shops and many coffee outlets attracting both local and international tourists. Unlike Shanghai, that's the most industrialized city in China, Beijing is indeed characterized by Western lifestyles and trends typical of outstanding cities such as London, Paris, Moscow and Madrid, among others.
Very good experience, tasting different foods like insects, scorpions, and it's been very nice experience here.
The CCTV Mall is yet another shopping landmark in Beijing, built underground with vast hundreds of thousands of square meters of parking space above it. Below it, you will be able to visit the single largest setting within the mall of all the major world brands from Sony, Ericsson, Nokia, NTC, Panasonic, and more, dealing in all types of electronics, but mainly the latest smartphones. Beijing's landmark features today also includes the Bird's Nest, an iconic facility associated with the 2008 Summer Olympics. This 90,000-seat physical national stadium remains China's pride, raising the embodiment of the country's economic ascendance. And the reference of this facility, with intoxicating beauty as the Bird's Nest, stems from its architectural setup.
And many Chinese think is very proud of the Olympic Games, and now they are more open to the foreign tourists.
On this particular summer evening, I witnessed thousands of Chinese arriving at the Bird's Nest, where huge frames of portraits of its Chinese heroes and heroines at this year's London Olympics have been lined up for locals to pay homage. Next to this national heritage is the Olympic Aquatic Center that has since been turned into a water park. Around here, these young Chinese continue to prepare themselves for key global competitions of the times. This facility cost the government of China a staggering $480 million to build and up to $11 million each year towards maintenance costs.
This is nice, huh?
But my holiday in Beijing city also takes me down to the Hidden District in the fifth ring of this sprawling city, whose nightlife is synonymous with Western capitals. At Hidden, I venture into the 8-kilometer lane, a Kikubo market of sorts, where largely less privileged Chinese locals conduct both their largely petty businesses of all kinds and into the wee hours of the night. However, Beijing still faces a host of challenges, such as pollution of between 35% to 60%, unemployment that locks out over 2 million of its young graduates from the formal job market, and indeed a high cost of living in the city of over 20 million people.